This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Aries for the month of September 2016. And this is for anyone born under the sign of Aries. So if your sun at the time of birth was in the sign of Aries, or your moon, or your ascendant or rising, that would be that would that would be for you. So you could be born Capricorn sun sign, but you have a Aries moon or rising in Aries. So you may sometimes resonate with your sun sign, like just for example Capricorn, or some months you may not. So you would want to check on your moon and rising signs to see if those also resonate. So that's helpful. So basically this spread is what's the planetary effects on those born under the sign of Aries for the month of September 2016. And this is a general reading, so this can focus on any area of your life. I will also do a separate spread for love, relationships, partnerships, and romance, etc. After this spread. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. So the first position represents where Aries currently are this month. So where are you right now? We have Queen of Cups. So for where you are this month, I feel like you're very much open and receptive to your feelings and emotions, taking responsibility for what you put out into the universe and what you give to others, and responsible for your feelings, and also honoring how you feel this month, honoring your intuitive guidance and intuition this month. For some of you, this could represent your connection to, someone spiritually. So it could be women, like a sisterhood, or your family, or your friends, that you're connected to on a deep spiritual level. You both, or you all, are on a same spiritual journey, or you resonate on a deep psychic level. It could be also for men, this could be you being more in tune with your intuition and embracing your feminine energy aspect of yourself more, and also connecting with women on a deep level, being more emotionally connected with the women in your life. So this could be love, family, friendship, and it could also be seeking intuitive guidance from a psychic, or some type of healer, chakra healer, something of a healing aspect. And it could also be that a water sign is very active in your life at the moment, and you're very connected to them, and they're very helpful on a spiritual level right now. For some of you, like some of the women, you may be noticing that your menstrual cycles are being affected by the women around you. And I'm getting that that's you becoming more in tune with those women on a spiritual level. Like you guys are more in tune or connected. That's why your menstrual cycles are matching. Okay, if you're a woman. Okay. Position 2 represents your potential and challenges. So your potential and challenge this month, I feel like there's a lot of creation, there's a lot of good energy that's coming in, and you're sensing that you're going to reap a reward, or something coming to you that you've been waiting for, which is true. But the work, your responsibility towards making things happen right now is just it's not over just yet. So you still have work to do. And that is your potential, that you're willing to also work. It's not that you don't want to. Some of you just may feel that you're reaching the ending stages of something, but it does require that you still put some effort in, and you have a responsibility to fulfill before that happens just yet. And you're close to closing things out. For some of you, if this is a work situation, some type of home situation, things are going to happen, but not just yet, but you're very close. So that may also be a challenge for some, is that, I felt like I was close to the end, but, I'm still having to do this and that, or I'm still obligated to this, or I have more lessons to learn. So it's not a bad thing. It's, being responsible, taking charge of it, and knowing that you're near finished. whatever the projects are, whatever the situation is. Okay, for the third position, this is what you should focus on this month, and we have the Justice card. So your focus this month should be on putting good into the world so that you also receive the best out as well. Also, doing things that are for your highest good and not just for the sake of your ego in the now, but what's in your highest interest, and also keeping others in mind, what's, in the highest good of others around me or others involved with whatever situation you're inquiring about or any area of your life, really. To always put your best forward so that the best comes to you. So you have to be very mindful because you are very blessed. You are a blessed individual. You're also very, you're receiving a lot of blessings this month. And it's telling you to ensure for your highest good that you are putting good into and not using others or stepping over others to get your way or manipulating others so that you have what you want. You have to be careful of that this month. So this is about abundance, but it's also about karma and, repaying things back to you. So you want to make sure that your karma is good this month. Okay, and for position 4, we have your past. So your past, you have the Chariot card. So for your past, I feel like there's a lot of forward movement, and you may have come from a little bit of strife because one aspect of yourself, was telling you maybe, coming into some difficulties, telling you that maybe you're not up for this fight or you can't do it by yourself, that you're not equipped for this, that you need other people by your side to do it, or that you have to use other people. I feel like some of you, maybe unknowingly, so consciously or subconsciously, were using others to get your way, stepping over others to get to, you were very determined to meet something for yourself, and you may have been using others to get there. So, that served as a little bit of a challenge for you, and I feel like that's why the Justice card comes out as a focus, and it's kind of like a warning for some that you need to be mindful if what you're doing is in the highest good of yourself, but also others. Also, there may be a challenge with your shadow aspect of yourself in the past where you were focused, you knew where you wanted to go in life and what you wanted, and your shadow aspects were, still in fear and in doubt and telling you that you're not good enough or that you can't have what you want or that you're not able to meet the deadlines and you can't do it all by yourself and you're not strong enough for this. It's kind of like negative energies that you had to face, the shadow aspect of yourself to move forward on something that you are desiring. This is a strong desire in a fight, and you're not stopping. There's two different horses, so there's two separate energies. Nonetheless, they're focused on the same thing, but it's just that, the focus on the desire, one may be telling you that this is what I want, and the other half of you is looking at that desire and saying that you're not good enough for it, or you can't do this by yourself, you're not worthy, those types of things. But your higher self is in charge of this at the end of the day, and it is leading you to your destination regardless. Okay, so position 5 represents your strengths this month. Your strength this month is the Hierophant. So this is, your strength is honoring your soul's truth and your soul's journey. You're very dedicated to your spiritual path and to what you believe in. You're very dedicated. This is like a pilgrimage type of energy, seeking guidance and, ascending. So I feel like for, the most of you, your strengths are that you're very much dedicated to a spiritual path and a spiritual journey and spiritual knowledge and wisdom and teachings. You're very dedicated to that. You're very honoring. For others, it's your strength is in God. This is a higher type of energy, a spiritual energy. So this could be, your faith and belief in a higher power or a spiritual institution. So a high priest, a pastor, if you go to church. So it could be that connection to a Catholic church. I feel like that energy from this card. But it could also be your faith in a higher power, that you are trusting in that whatever this divine life change that you're going through this month, that it's going to work out for you because you have faith and belief in a higher power and yourself. You believe in your spiritual path and you're not giving up. You're very determined. No matter the fight, you're going to move forward regardless. Okay, so that's your strength this month. Okay, so the near future energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the near future energy is that things are turning around for you, that you are going to reap some sort of fortunate happenings or blessing coming to you. And again, you want to be mindful of what you're putting in, because this fortune does not just represent fortune as in, something you're particularly happy about. It could be fortune, misfortune. So the Justice card again is coming up as, for me, being mindful, being consciously aware. If you are not, don't feel guilty if you discover that you may have been using others or neglecting others. But to be mindful, to make sure that you're putting in good energy and you're thinking about others around you as well, and that you're not using people. You're not just being, self, just working for your own self gain and just, forget everybody else type of energy. Because there is something that's coming to you, reaping and a reward, some type of karmic payback or, debt owed to you. And that could be good or bad, depending on, what you've put in the universe. But nonetheless, I feel more so that it is a positive thing. Okay, so the 7th position represents your suggested approach this month. So how to approach this month would be the Sun card. So this is optimism, this is positive thinking and beliefs, rebirthing energy. So it's like feeling as if there's a new beginning. Approach the situation that this is a new beginning to my life. That whatever path I'm on, whatever situation I'm inquiring about or I'm focused on this month, it's going to be returned back to me, and I'm optimistic. And you have positive thinking, you're planning good things to happen, you're expecting something new to come of this. You may even be changing your lifestyle. Your appearance this month may be very shiny, very beautiful, very radiant. Some of you may be pregnant. So that should be how this is a new beginning for me. I'm birthing something. Something is coming to me of great abundance. Having a childlike faith, there may be some things in the way, but you know what? No matter what's happening, something is going to be birthed out of this, and I'm blessed and I'm happy. Okay. The 8th position represents what you need to know, and you have the Ace of Cups. So what it is that you need to know, I feel like Spirit is telling you that they're gifting you with a brand new life, something that feels, it's an emotional fulfillment. Like they're gifting you something very beautiful, it's a blessing beyond your comprehension. And it's like they want you to be open and receptive to it rather than being fearful, because you're very in tune this month with your feelings and emotions, and they want you to keep forth on that path and your connectedness to others on a deep emotional level, honoring your feelings, honoring other people's feelings and taking into consideration, but also that Spirit is gifting you with love. And it doesn't have to be a partnership or romance, but love in all aspects of your life, just being in love with life. Spirit is gifting you with a new life because, it's something that you're striving towards. And I feel like for some of you, it is a romantic situation. You're striving for that cup. And it's underneath the Sun card. So it's something positive happening. something beautiful that is occurring in your life, and you have to be open and receptive to it, which I feel like many of you are because you have that Queen of Cups energy. Okay, so the next position is 9, your hopes and your fears, and you have the Knight of Wands. So your hopes are that you are very much capable of moving forward and not giving up just yet. And this is fire energy. So this is a part of who you are. Yes, you are capable. You can make things happen the way you want to. You are going to receive that victory. This kind of reminds me of the Six of Wands, which is the victory card, the success, rewards, recognition. So you are going to receive all of that. And it's not something that you should worry about at all. You shouldn't be fearful that you're not going to, move, or you're not going to make it there. Or if it's, are you capable enough to be, at this job? Am I able to make ends meet? Am I, good enough to hold, things down on my own, pay my own bills? Or am I worthy enough to be in a loving relationship? Those are just fears. You are capable because you have the Knight of Wands, and that's your energy is a fire energy. So that's who you are, male or female. Okay, and the last card in the spread, the 10 position, represents your potential future. And you have 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so this card represents some type of financial setbacks or depletion, something, abandonment that you're experiencing, feeling left out in the cold. I feel like the potential of this is kind of like a warning not to revert back to this, because your near future card is the Wheel of Fortune. So it's still telling that you have the fortune that you put out. So again, this is a big warning for a lot. And I hate to say warning because it sounds scary and it sounds kind of like, punishing type of energy. But no, it's kind of a reminder back to the Justice card where be careful what you sow, because you could end up in a not so fortunate situation, but it's like Spirit wants to gift you with what you want and your desires rather than, you being without. So this is a potential future energy that you do want to be mindful of, that you do not come up against this energy. And for some of you, it could be that you are back to this energy because you didn't believe in your abilities, and you didn't believe that you could have what you want. And that's for a small sum of you. So because this is a potential future, potential meaning that it is possible, it can, but it can also be changed. You have the power to have the outcome that you desire. Okay? So you don't want to end up feeling deprived of something, or feeling abandoned, or struggling financially. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward this month, and you're thinking positive, and you're doing good upon others this month. Okay, so I will be back with the love section of the reading. Hello, this is the love portion of your reading, Aries. So this is the planetary alignment effects in the love area for you this month of September 2016. So the first position represents the situation this month. The situation you have is number 42, chop wood. Okay, so there's a lot of clearing and healing that needs to be done in the areas of love. There is some work. So remember, the challenge and potential you had in your general reading was the 10 of Wands, which requires that you do have responsibilities and you do have some work to do. You're not done just yet. So when it comes to love, that also applies here, that you do have to clean up some things. You need to get clear on what it is that you want in a partnership and how you want to move forward. If you're single, if you're with someone that needs to be, conversations had, and you need to reflect on what it is that you truly desire with this person and how you want to move forward with this person, or in love in general with others. So you can come to a harmony, because This equals out 6. 4 and 2 is 6, and that's the harmonious number. It's also a number of partnerships in love. So there needs to be meeting of the minds. There needs to be a harmonious approach that both of you are able to explain what you want. And also, if you're single, that applies as well, that you need to be harmonious in your thinking and your feelings and your beliefs about what you want and what you desire when it comes to love, in a partnership, in a relationship, and stand faithful on that. And anything else that comes up that you need to heal, that also needs to be cleared away. So you need to focus, go within, introspect a little bit on what needs to be cleared away once and for all so that you can move forward. Okay, in the second position, it represents the challenge this month. The challenge 36 is come to the edge. So the challenge is taking that leap of faith and having that belief that you can have what you want. So it's kind of like whether you need to walk away from a partnership. For some of you, you do need to walk away from someone. And, whether that's just for the moment, just so you can get clear on what it is that you really want or desire, if you're feeling that, again, remember that you are the Queen of Cups energy this month, that you need to honor your feelings and trust your intuition. So if you feel that you need to take a break or that you need to just break off a relationship, you need to take that leap of faith and honor that truth. For some of you. For others, it is honoring your feelings that, there may be someone this has a lot of glares, that you are, that you are in love with. You have to take that leap of faith and trust that things will work out for you, that you need to put your heart out there and let this person know how you feel. Single or not, you need to be open because, by taking this leap of faith, you're creating that harmonious situation. You have to put your heart out there, in order to get what you want. And I feel like it's going to complete something once you take this leap of faith. It's going to close, many things up for you in a positive way. Okay. In the fourth position, the third position. In the third position, this represents the guidance. And you have 13 forks in the road. So the guidance for you, again, is to get clear on what it is that you want in a relationship, because you're stuck. You're at a crossroads. You don't know which path to take because it's not, you're not being clear on what it is that you're wanting and how you're wanting to move forward. So you're meeting this roadblock again that you have to stop and really take your wisdom with you, take your intuition with you, and really decide how you want to move forward, what it is that you want to create. What kind of relationship do you want to have moving forward? That is the guidance that you really need to think about that. You need to sit with that. That's, kind of why some of you are feeling stagnant and that you can't move. It's because you got to face those fears and you have to deal with what's in front of you before you can move forward. Okay, so in the fourth position, which represents the focus this month for love, we have 19, flexibility. So you're going to have to change your perspective in the areas of love this month. You're also going to have to be fair, honoring your feelings, but also honoring other people's feelings and positions within this. And for singles, if there's no one in mind and you're just kind of waiting to meet someone, you need to be flexible, change your perspective of, how you're going to meet this person, what they're going to look like, how it should be when you meet them. Those types of things, you kind of have to be a little bit flexible. And what I'm getting is not too specific, meaning that this person has to, look like this, A, B, and C. I have to be like this when I meet them. It's like you have to kind of bend a little and just, allow spirit to work with you, your higher self to work with you. And I feel like that's going to also complete some mishappenings because it's underneath the chop wood card, which is the situation. There's a lot of clearing that needs to be done and getting that realization moving forward. So I feel like that is also a part of some cleaning that you need to do this month, that you need to be flexible with your partner. be understanding, look at all ends of the situation, not just from your end or their perspective, but making sure that everything is on the table from both ends so that you can work with each other and have that harmonious energy. The final card represents the fifth position, the outcome, and we have number 2, Yin. So I feel like you will be receptive to the energy once you get clear, that you'll be receptive to receive love. So single or not, you'll be open to receive what the divine has for you, honoring everyone's feelings and opinions, being open to whoever God sends you if you have not met someone, being open to love and having faith that love is coming to you, that you do desire, or what you desire you do deserve to have. Also, I just want to note again, so the focus also again and the situation to being clear, it's being open and receptive. You need to be clear on what you want, but you also have to be receptive to that, receptive to a partnership of love, acceptance of yourself, flexible with yourself, flexible with others, with your wants and your needs. That is what needs to be cleared. That is the situation. There's a lot of cleaning and healing that needs to be done, and taking a leap of faith, trusting that things are going to work out for you so that you can get out of this stagnation and move forward in life and in this area of love. Okay, so that was your reading this month, Aries. I send you lots of love, lots of light, and I wish you the best this month. Bye-bye.